If you are serious about studying abroad without paying tuition, then the World Bank Scholarship is one of the few scholarships opportunities that can actually fund everything for you. But most people apply wrongly, and I'm here to show you how to do it properly on this video. Hello, the greater you. Welcome back to my page. I'm sure you're doing well. So, concerning this scholarship, it covers the following benefits: economy class, air travel that covers your airfare from your home country, then the tuition fees for graduate programs covers that, and medical insurance. Then while on campus during the scholarship period, it covers your accommodation allowance, living expenses, you can see all here, and also it covers duration of the of duration. The scholarship covers the duration of your program, yeah, 2 to 3, 1 to 2 years, whichever. So it also covers the. It does not cover your visa costs and doesn't cover your expenses if you bring your family members. These are the things that doesn't cover at all. That is anything additional, which to me is fair enough. Yeah, it because it has covered the major things that you would need. So on this video, I'm going to take you through how to apply the process, the participating university, and the deadline, which is really essential. I may not take you to I may not do full complete application from start to finish because it's going to take almost forever to finish it. So I will only show you the really the things that you need to know when it comes to applying for the scholarship, and it's called the Joint Japan World Bank Scholarship Program. So I'll also show you the countries that are participating for this. So once you apply, if you want to apply for this scholarship, you need to make sure that you are within the developing countries, and you also go to the 44 participating masters program in 24 universities within US, Europe, Africa, Oceania, Japan. So you can see, let me read again. Subject to available funding, WBGSP offers scholarship for 44 participating masters. Yeah, which means any masters that is not within 44, it's not eligible. And I will show you those 44 masters and the universities, which are 24 in numbers. So that is note one, what you need to take note of. Regarding deadline, the first the first window of the application was January to 27th, and the second one is March 30th. Will be open from tomorrow or today, 30th March 30th to May 2026. So that's the deadline. You've got time. You've got at least 2 consecutive months to prepare for this. So you can read much of this on your own. So it covers tuition, which we already looked at it, round fare, health insurance, travel allowance. That's what it covers. So what are those universities? Where are the what are the masters? That's what we are going to next. We find out the deadlines, which is essential. So you scroll down. First of all, before we go to the universities and the masters, you need to see how you're going to be assessed. So quality of your professional experience is essential. You can see they're not putting first class or second class or whatever grade as essential here. You could see your professional recommendation is what they're going to carry more weight, 30% weight. Your quality commitment to your home country carries 30% weight. So even quality of education background carries 10. Can you see this? 10, which means grade is not essential here. Remember my last video when I was talking about average students? It's not what they're looking for. Scholarship like this looking for is not necessarily your grade, but there's some that are looking for grade. But this particular one is talking about your professional experience, all those extracurricular activities, your leadership skills, which is weighed under these three highlighted points, if that makes sense. So this will really need to shine through your personal statement. Okay, which we can help you write one if you like to want us to write with you. So let's go to the application guidelines. But before we go to application guidelines, let's check the participating programs first. So you know, before you now know. So these are the participating programs and the university. So this is a school in Australia. These are the list of masters. I would advise you to be flexible in your master's choice. You can pick anyone. Then for Brandeis University, these are the list of masters. Columbia University, USA, these are the list of masters. If you want to go for any of them. Erasmus University, these are the list. This, let me just scroll down so you see all of them. London University, um, SOAS, Satama. So those are the list. These are the list of universities with their masters. So what you need to do is to pick any of the master's degree that you are keen to study and go and apply for the masters within the university. And once you apply and get an unconditional offer, the Joint Japan's World Bank Scholarship Board will then email you individually the link to apply for the scholarship. So let me show you here what I've just said. Okay, where is it? Let me just show you because it's a bit different from others. Okay, so what did I just say? Look at it here. The link to the JWBGS application form will only be communicated to candidates admitted unconditionally, except for finance, to one of the participating master's program. Can you see it here? So the key thing is for you to go and apply. Once you get admitted, woo, that's it. That's a very big point for you. Then they will email you the link to apply. And of course, you tell the university that you have intention of applying for the scholarship. So that's how it works. Minutes ago, this is a guideline for other developing countries, country nationals. So that this is not specifically for Japanese. So this is for you, which is other developing countries. So the requirement, you must make sure that you meet this requirement, be employed, read this. Yeah, but these are really key enough for you to hold a bachelor's degree, be employed at least 2 to 3 years, about 3 years of employment. Yeah, that's the requirement. Then you go down to how to submit. Submit one application online, and you must submit it by May 2026. You must also have your recommendation letters submitted online as well, and then one application form, which includes an applicant's agreement and conditions on the signature page. Yeah. So the information completing includes uploading this, your documentation proofs, applicant's bachelor's degree diploma, your CV, your unconditional letter that you get from that university I mentioned. Yeah. And look at it, say you can draft, do not submit when in the application until you upload your unconditional letter. So that's basically the guidelines. So if you go down to the very end of this, you would see the list of countries again, which I mentioned already. I see them here. Yeah. And yeah, you go down, you see suggested list of development related topics. That's the topic you can go for in your master's or maybe write about in your research. So this can be, you can read them on your own. Then this is the CV template. You must make sure that you use this as your template when building your CV. Don't forget this is essential. So I CV templates. I'm scrolling down. Actually, you can get more from the website. Just download it from the website. That makes sense. Okay. So if you come to the participating university programs. Where was it? Who programs? Yeah. Come back. Let's say you want to apply to Master of Public. Now let me just pick one. Let me just pick one randomly. Okay. You want to apply for Master in Taxation at that university. You click that. Yes, so this is an overview of the master's program. You read through, you can reach out to the university, ask all your questions, check all the things, check the modules, check everything, check the deadline. So once you are satisfied, you can see their contact details here. You can email Mita if you have any question about this program. And then look at them. They boldly wrote here on their website that they are participating. They are the World Bank participating programs. Got it. So please check the website to see which developing countries are you. So you need to check your country, which will look at in a jiffy. So they are one of them. So once you apply, once you get in touch with them, if you want to, you can come down to the program you want to, which is this one, was Master in Taxation, and apply. Yeah. So let's go back to sharing with you the countries, the participating countries, which is essential. These are the developing countries. So these are the countries. As I'm scrolling through, please just read through, but African countries, all of them are included. So these are the list of countries. You can cite Nigeria, Ghana, all Pakistan, Philippines, Rwanda. So these are the list of countries. Zambia, I could see Zimbabwe, Venezuela, Sudan, Senegal, Sierra Leone. Yeah, so those are the countries. Once you know that they've mentioned your country, then you are free to go to the university's website and apply for a master's program. I'm sure it's really clear. Yeah. Once you get accepted, then you apply for this. They will email you the link if that makes sense. Get in touch with us if you'd like us to come with you on the channel. Do not forget that I'm rooting for you, and do not stop rooting for yourself. See you at the top. That's where I belong. The greater you.